Hello guys, welcome back. So we had a lot of fun today and I found out things about demons and demons found out things about me, and it turns out if there's one demon I take after, it's Satan. So he's so pleased. I got this little fond head pat of that's my girl. I can see why Satan and Belial and Odin seem to get along together so much, and he just kind of explained things in that just as Odin and company had to put me through these seemingly contradictory little trials, they're doing the same thing. He's not making it as bad as, say, Odin would or last as long, but he really wanted to see what my true path was on certain things today, and he saw it and he's like, "That's my girl," gives you head pats. I'm still not used to a god that's like, "Good, you lost your temper and you're mad enough to do something about it. Yay!" I'm not used to that. But it's really liberating. It's really freeing, and I just put everything in Satan's hands. Lucifer did not look thrilled with it. That's not Lucifer's particular venue. Lucifer can be very protective. Belial can be very protective. They didn't seem very interested though. Asmodeus is a little interested, and I get the idea he does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. But Satan is the one that just kind of looks around and smiles and thinks of all this stuff because it's absolutely one of his specialties to start counting up stuff you don't even know about and start making a list and nodding to himself and smiling and walking away, and you never do know what happens. But I understand, having worked with him, that there's nothing wrong with getting angry, and especially if you have long-running grievances, there's nothing wrong with going to, say, Satan, Lucifer, Odin, whomever, to balance the scales. At first, I thought the demons had actually left, because we all know me. We know what a sweet, gentle, loving, kind, caring person I am, and my temper really went off today, because today was a shit show from the moment I got up to just about now, and it took going to the All-Father because I thought the demons had left. They just kind of jumped back in surprise because they'd never seen me get that mad before. And I'm working with the old man and I'm working with Loki, and we made a video on Asmodeus. I can hear Asmodeus once the video is like almost completely uploaded. "Oh no, my dear, we didn't leave. We just didn't know you would go there. Take the video down by all means. We can have a lovely and enlightening chat." And I'm like, okay. So, and that's nothing a place you should go to lightly. You may still be working for justice, but when you're doing it in a place that's so wrathful that you're willing to work with Satan in his areas of specialty, you know damn well what you're getting into. So there is a caveat with that. Some people can do it all their life, and it's like Satan throws a protective veil over them or whomever their patron is. And some people will do it once and then their life will be worth shit after. But I was like, I'm tired of all this happening, and I've never really been able to get recompensation. I've gone to the gods. I've tried everything from being super nice to handing out blessings to everything else. And I said, nothing else is going to fix this. I'm going to fix it on my terms. So he was more than happy to do it. And it's nothing I say so that people go out and get, all hot topic P and think I'm going to ask Satan to curse all my family and kill all the neighbors and do all this other stuff. As most kids who have tried to use Satan to kill somebody can attest, it doesn't work. What he will do is take things people have actually done and do the accounting on that and go, and he'll walk away and you will have no idea what he's done or what he's going to do. He might not do something right now. He might wait, and he might just keep putting stuff in the little Satan basket and keep looking at it and smiling. Because I know vindictive is one of his personality traits, but it's one of mine too. I'm a real vindictive bitch when you keep crossing me. And I want to be your friend. I will, even with my worst enemy, I would rather make friends with you than be your enemy. But if you fuck with me enough, I will go off and I'll make you regret it. Then we can be friends again if you're still standing, but don't make me angry. And again, back here, Asmodeus is the same way. Asmodeus is associated with wrath and warfare. Bilal was supposed to be too, but he was not. He was not stepping into this. He was just kind of standing there and observing. And like I said, it feels like Asmodeus is handling behind the scenes stuff. And that's not to brag or anything, but that's to bring up a useful point, especially now Maybe you got taken advantage of by someone, or, you will see people fall out of the woodwork because they got their stimulus checks from the government, but they want part of yours or all of yours too. You are allowed to use magic to defend yourself. You are totally allowed to take even a first swipe when you see trouble coming towards you. I didn't say physically hit someone, but I said you're allowed to do preemptive magic to keep them off your property and to send anything they might have coming towards you back to them. You are allowed to do that. There's nothing in this universe that's going to say, oh, yeah, let people take advantage of you. You do have to be careful because every so often, any witch will tell you magic can boomerang. So you do have to be careful how you set stuff up. You do have to be careful to know what you're doing, and you do have to be careful to state that if you are mistaken, because we can all make mistakes, and you are aiming towards an innocent target, you don't want anything to happen. You might not know the whole story and be aiming at an innocent target, and they understand when I go off in my wrath that, we have an agreement in place that if it's an innocent target, if it was an honest accident, no harm should be done to that person. But if it was malicious, then they're going to get it back in kind, you know? And you're allowed to do that. And it gets all the anger out of you. All right. And you're not sending a plague out on people. Their whole family's not going to die. Their house isn't going to burst into flame. Nothing traumatic's going to happen. Usually the universe, gods, demons, whomever you're working with, they're very good at taking whatever aggravation that person has put in your life, or thievery, or whatever they put into your life, and giving it back to them. Sometimes with interest. It depends on who you're working with and how long they've been doing it. And honestly, it would happen if you did nothing because the universe does balance itself out. But you're kind of like, okay, I acknowledge this. I'm seeing it's happening. It's not fair. It's not just. I'm sending all this shit back to you that you gave me, all the, like, say, thievery, or people not doing what they should be doing, or irresponsibility, or whatever the bad stuff is. You're handing it back to them in a box with a nice gift bow on it, is what you're doing. So it can feel malicious at the time it's happening, and some people do get really malicious and then it blows back up in their face. But you're allowed to have justified rage if you're being walked over and you're being hurt. You're allowed to have justified rage when people don't take, say, your possessions or your property as seriously as they would take their own, or they just take your stuff. You're allowed to get angry when people break stuff, or half your shipment shows up destroyed or something like that. See, that kind of day I had. And you're allowed to ask for compensation from the universe, because I said I am just too fucking exhausted to go jump through the three-ring circus that I know it will be because I got damaged goods in again. I said I'm just too fucking tired. I don't want to do it. I'm too fucking tired. I said I want compensation though. So it'll come out somewhere. If it was a genuine accident, no harm, no foul. But it's too many fucking times that this particular shipping company that Walmart uses has Reebok stuff because they fuck stuff up. Too many fucking times that they've done it, and I'm like, yeah, this is becoming habitual with them, with me getting boxes with most of the stuff destroyed in them, and it's a soggy wet box, or it's like something else, and I'm like, I'm tired of this shit. So we just, sometimes you gotta balance stuff out. And I had other stuff happen today too, and I'm like, not today, my friend, I'm done. So, you do have every right to balance the stuff out in your favor, especially if it's something where it's impractical or impossible for you to take any kind of legal action. There are no buses running now, and it would be suicide to get on a bus for, one thing out of an order that broke. And if you call the shipping company, they will just give you a runaround. And I'm like, I want justice. I want compensation. So we'll see what happens. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Okay.